And be sure to tip us because it takes a lot of money to look this cheap. It's funny because it's true.
Don't joke about that.
Hi everyone, it's Cash Monet. Welcome. I don't know if you know this about me, but I am very much a budget person. I like to know how much I'm spending each month, and I have like a little budget system for me. But I wanted to figure out today. Today is a scientific video. How much drag actually costs. And makeup is quite expensive. There are two things about making budget videos. There are the total cost of everything that you're using, and then there's also the cost of the thing you're using, but in the tiny amount that you're using. You know what really grinds my gears is those cooking videos where it's like, each meal is only $2, but then it's like, use 5 cents of a $20 olive oil. That's not how life works. I can't just buy 2 sprays of a $40 setting spray. I have to buy the whole set. It doesn't make any sense. So today we're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna have 2 prices. The sum total of all the products that I'm using and the total that I'm using each time I do makeup. As like a part-time drag queen, I get to drag maybe twice a week. You know, you have a Friday gig and then maybe you have a Sunday brunch. It's a little confusing, but it'll make more sense as the video goes on. If you want to follow along with me or budget your own makeup, I'm gonna have a link in the description to my Patreon. I'm gonna link you to a free Google Sheets template for you to use on your own makeup. So you can do this yourself, because as me, as a budget queen, my name is literally Cash. So I already have my skincare on, so I'm gonna start with just the prepping of the face. Yeah, I definitely have had this for longer than a year. And then we're gonna prep the face. If there is a sound in the background, it's because my AC is on and I am not turning out the AC. It is still summer here in LA, and I'm sorry, it's too hot. I also double prime. I don't know if that actually does anything, but I like to do it. For the brushes, I'm actually just gonna do it from one company, so it's the LaRousse brushes, and they sent me 2 of their kits, and I'm mixing 2 of the kits here. I feel like I can use the whole kit in one sitting. A lot with my own makeup products that I use, I don't feel like I use a lot of like high-end like luxury stuff. There's definitely stuff that I can definitely cut back on, like my foundation is like a $40 foundation. I definitely used to use like the Maybelline 24-hour Color Me Fit Stay whatever foundation. And then some stuff I use like NYX and stuff. So I don't feel like I go overboard in my makeup brands, but there's definitely some stuff that I use that are a little bit more luxe than others. Okay, and then once I do my glue, I do powder down, so... But while my glue is drying, let me color correct. Did I give my color corrector to somebody? Okay, well, I guess I don't have a color corrector. Can I use this as a color corrector? I don't think this is gonna work. Whatever. Okay, so now that everything is nice and prepped, my skin is prepped, my beard is prepped, my eyebrows are prepped, I'm gonna spray my eyebrows with Got2b. Since I am performing tonight, I'm gonna just do a layer of Got2b glue to set like the glue, to set the powder. So tonight I'm performing at the Les Seraphim Crazy Ball. I'm so excited. It's like the official album release listening party. And when they booked me, they were asking me, they're like, oh, can you learn the song Crazy in 2 days? I'm like, oh girl, I don't even speak Korean, but yes. Les Seraphim must go by they, them, because they never miss. Today, I'm actually going to be wearing bangs, so I'm not going to be putting any foundation on my forehead, thank God. For this center part, I am going to be using some the Most concealers. So I'm going to be using these 2, and I'm going to be using these kind of all over my face. And then for my beauty blender, I'm using the Real Techniques beauty blender, but it's the one where it's like, it makes it matte. Don't look at that too closely. And I'm actually using a second setting powder for this. So if I'm setting like my normal foundation color, I'll use this one. But if I'm setting my lighter areas of my face, I actually use the Kryolan translucent powder. I've actually never made a makeup tutorial before. This isn't really a tutorial, but more of like a get ready with me with extra steps. I saw somebody using this Revlon Jelly makeup blender, and I wanted to try it out because I usually blend these white parts with like the tiny Real Techniques sponges, but sometimes they're a little too big. Oh, I should put this in here. I'm using this. There are a lot of products that I use. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, the sponge actually does make it a little bit more drier. Eyeshadow. What am I gonna use? Blurple. I use both of the Sugar Pill Fun Size palette, the first one and the second one. Now that I finished my eyeshadow, I cleaned up my crease with a $1.50 Daiso face wipe. Don't take off my makeup with this stuff. I only use it for this step, so maybe not the most cost effective, but it's only $1.50. And then since I'm doing like a purple and green look today, I'm gonna put this like UV activated green powder. Babes, look how green that is. The reason why I'm doing this color combination is because my outfit is purple and green, which is a very odd color combination. I don't know anything else in the world that's purple and green. So for eyeliner, I used a good old NYX ink liner, bitch. This is the cheapo. So now that we kind of got the eyes done to where I want it to be, let's do the rest of the face. The center part of my face for the foundation, I'm gonna go back to be using the Most Concealers foundation. I use the Dermablend Leg and Body. And then for contour, I use this Krylon TV paint stick. Okay, I'm gonna use the tiny Real Technique Beauty Blender because I don't want to mix this brown foundation with anything else. Let's go heavy because we're actually performing on a stage today. We're not gonna be on front of a computer screen. All the girls are girling. All the girls are girling. All the girls are girling. All the girly girls. I believe that my nose contour does not need to be this fancy because I use 2 different kinds of the Hoola bronzer. Like, I use this one to shape and I use this one to define. I got these sent to me for free, but I really like using them. Like, I shouldn't have to include these because I technically did not buy them, but it's also fun to figure out how much I'm actually using. Look how small this mirror is. No one is using that. There's no way. I can't even look at my own whole face with that. Like, how am I supposed to do that? So I did my first round of contour and then I deepened that contour, just the outside parts, with this Morphe contour palette. The palette is like 4 years old. So, but let me still use it, I guess. You know what I usually just do for blush? I usually just get one of these palettes and then I'll go la 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 hee hee hoo hoo ha ha ha, and then I'll just put it on. And whatever color just comes out. A little bit of the details with the eyes is that I use this white liner, the NYX Epic Wear liner in white. This eyeliner will not leave your face. I've tried so many different white eyeliners and this one is waterproof. It is thick. You're gonna take off your makeup and it's still gonna be on your face. I just wanna be part of your symphony. I have eyeliner blindness. The lips I really don't do much anymore. Lip pencil from House Laboratories. And I kind of just make the shape and then I blend it. And I really only shape the top and the bottom center. Lips are kind of inspired by like Steven Universe drawings where they only have like the big lips, like the line on the top and the bottom. So I'll go in with my black liner and my white liner and I'll kind of like outline the lips. The last thing I want to do is highlighter. So that's like highlighter on the cheek, highlighter on the nose. I put glitter on. I'm gonna do a layer of setting spray. So I use the Benefit Cosmetics Professional Setting Spray for this. We are not done yet because Rock, who also learned this from Deja Sky, is you set your face and then you add more blush. And with the blush, I use the Sugar Pill Capsule Collection. I have the black one and I use the blush in here. So she's looking really good, y'all. It's crazy. Crazy? I was just using it. It was literally right in front of me. Where is my mirror? And then before we do any kind of glitter or highlight, anything that has like a glittery effect in it, I'm gonna put in my contacts. Okay, so I'm using these contacts. I got these in Japan. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to find the price for these. Illumist. So I'm gonna be going in Japan back in February, so I'm gonna be stocking up on a lot of these because these are my favorite contacts. Do contacts usually burn? So with a highlighter brush, I am going to put on my highlight, which I actually don't own any highlight. All of my highlight is just glitter. 2 Lit Cosmetic glitters. I think I stole these from RAWR, and I just never gave them back. And then I top it off with the glitter by Makeup or Breakup. I have 3 different kinds. There's ones that are stars, and there's ones that are diamonds. So then I'll like layer those. And this is really severe. Oh, oh, oh. Now I have both the small glitters and the big glitters in there. This is giving very rave girl, ABG at EDC vibes, you know. I just washed my eyelashes because the other day I got into drag and I'm like, what the fuck stinks? And it literally didn't start stinking until the last step, and I realized my eyelashes were stinky. But for some reason, it was so smelly that I like had to wash them. If I remember, I will link them somewhere. And if I don't remember these ones, I'll also link a pair that I know that I paid for that are more drag lashes. And then for the glue, yes, I do weave on. I don't put the lashes on my lash line. I put them above, so. Okay, now that I have my lashes on, I'm gonna do a little bit of touch-ups before I get into full drag. All right, and this is the final look. So tonight I'm going to the Le Seraphim Crazy Ball. Can you tell which member I am by my haircut?
Oh, Bob, this cunty.
Did you think that I spent that much money on makeup? I don't either. I don't even know how much that is. I feel like it's gonna be around $400. Let's put the prices here. So this is how much that I spent all together if I bought everything and stuff. This is how much it actually costs to get into drag for one singular time. Because I have all of this stuff, I feel like every time I get into drag is basically for free. This is actually the first time I ever got to drag on camera for my YouTube channel. I don't make a lot of drag content, but if you want to see more of that, let me know. I mean, I can do like a regular makeup tutorial, or I can tell you how much all of this costs, because it takes a lot of money. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more stuff like this, I actually react to a lot of K-pop, P-pop, and reality TV shows. And if you want to find that makeup budgeting template, it's going to be on my Patreon, so you can sign up for free and you can use it on your own kind of makeup and collection. And speaking of Patreon, I want to thank all of my Patreon supporters. Because of you, I was able to buy that Revlon Putty makeup stick that I got. I didn't really like it, but you know what? So if you want to be a Patreon supporter, I have a lot of stuff on there, a lot of free stuff, but if you want to support me with money, I will love you to the very end. Bye bye. Now I gotta practice my song.